What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Social Security update video. So today, I want to ask you one thing. If you are ready for changes to Social Security, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. But today, we need to address a new proposal that many lawmakers are actually backing. This proposal makes many changes to Social Security starting in 2023. I want to address what's going on here and how this could potentially be some good news. Now, as of right now, the Congressional Budget Office, the CBO, they projected that Social Security will become insolvent by 2033. That's just 10 years away, meaning we need to make some substantial changes now, or we run the risk of Social Security recipients only getting 77 to 78% of their monthly benefits. That is a huge reduction. Just think about it. Now, based off the 2023 averages, the average Social Security recipient currently gets about $2,560 a month. That's pretty good, and that is much higher than a lot of people do get. And I get that. But if Social Security were to become insolvent, those people that were getting pretty much $2,600 a month, they would now be getting about $1,900 a month. Be about $1,950, $1,970, somewhere around there. So they'd lose a massive $600 per month. That's how much they would lose every single month. That's huge. This is also why lawmakers are putting all their ideas together to try to come up with a better solution. And here's the good news. We are getting word that there is another proposal that is currently being worked on. In this proposal, this proposal is being spearheaded by Senators Angus King, who's an independent, and Senator Bill Cassidy, who's a Republican. But they are leading a group of lawmakers in this proposal. Now, these changes that I want to address, I'm not saying that these are going to pass, but what I'm telling you is this is good news that we are getting lawmakers to throw out different ideas. Because if all lawmakers were to give a proposal, right, propose a different plan, different idea, what we could then do is take all those ideas, put them together, and figure out how we can craft the best bill to provide relief to Social Security. So, let's address what is in this proposal and talk about how it's being constructed. So the first major change, and this is something I know a lot of people are not going to like, but the first major change is to raise the full retirement age from age 67 up to age 70. Now in 1983, that was the last time we've made changes to Social Security. That is when we went from a full retirement age of age 65 up to age 70. That was actually passed in that year. However, it wasn't until recently that it actually went into effect. Now, we know this is something Democrats do not want to see. They don't want to do this. However, according to many lawmakers, they believe the only way to slow down spending is to raise the full retirement age. Keep in mind, and I've talked about this before, the worry is that as more seniors start to collect Social Security benefits, the problem is it's going to increase the projection of, instead of Social Security becoming insolvent in 2033, there's a chance it would become insolvent in 2032, 2031, or possibly even sooner. That is what we don't want. As of right now, we're not 100% sure how much money we would save each year if we raise the full retirement age from 67 up to age 70, but my guess is we will have a figure on that very soon. So that's the first change. That's not something I see Democrats getting behind. However, here is something that I think we could get Democrats behind, and according to reports, we are getting some that do like this idea. But another major change is that in this proposal, this proposal would set up a sovereign wealth fund. And this sovereign wealth fund, the purpose of this is in order to pretty much fund Social Security. Now, this fund would need to be, we need to start it with at least $1.5 trillion, and that would be borrowed money. From there, the goal would be for the fund to generate an 8% return per year in order to pay out 100% of benefits. However, this is the big change. In the event that the fund doesn't have an 8% return for the year, both the maximum taxable income and the payroll tax rate would be increased to ensure that Social Security stays solvent for another 75 years. So right there, just having the language in the bill that would require the maximum taxable income and the payroll tax rate to increase in the event that the fund doesn't have a 8% return, that's a big deal. Because according to a couple reports, many Democrats would be open to discussing this further. Not that they're ready to sign the bill and they're ready to vote yes, but they're open to discussing this further. So that's good news there. Now, there's another major change. This major change is something that we've heard before. This is something that a lot of lawmakers believe it is going to be pushed into the next bill. And this is the way that Social Security calculates your monthly benefits. As of right now, you pay into a system and your benefits are calculated based on the average earnings over 35 years, right? Here's the change. Instead of calculating your average earnings over 35 years, the proposal states that they would change this to factor in the number of years somebody has spent working and paying into the system, paying into Social Security. So this change would actually reward those that have been paying in longer, as opposed to only rewarding those that have made the most money. That's pretty much what we're doing now. Keep in mind, changes pretty much need to be made, right? We know this. There's no way around this. We have to see this. So the fact that we are now seeing more proposals is a good thing. Now, I do want to address one more proposal. This is actually a bill, and Republicans want to see this bill passed. This bill is called the Dollar for Dollar Deficit Reduction Act. Now, what is in this bill? How does this pertain to Social Security? Well, in this bill, Republicans state that in order to raise the debt limit, which we need to do very soon, Democrats must evenly match spending cuts to any increase of the U.S. debt limit. So if Democrats want to increase the debt limit by, let's say, $1 trillion, then Democrats also have to, have spending cuts that are matched dollar for dollar. Now, I don't know exactly how long this is going to be for. My guess is it's going to be for 10 years. But, again, that's just my guess. Right now, many lawmakers are pretty much tying the U.S. debt limit to spending programs like Social Security and Medicare. However, we have heard from many that also said that no, we cannot tie these two together. So, we will see moving forward what happens, but what I can tell you is it is good news that we are now talking about potential bills, not just ideas. Lawmakers are putting together proposals, and these proposals could eventually turn into a bill. So, as of right now, this is good news. This new proposal is making changes to Social Security, and whether these changes are going to stick or not, I don't know. But what I can tell you is, as we see more and more discussions, we will see more proposals. As we get more proposals, we're going to find a bill that works. That's the good news. So, again, if you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, go ahead, hit that like button. Also, consider subscribing so you never miss an update, whether it's on personal finance, Social Security, things that are happening within Congress or the U.S. government. Just hit that like button, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.